to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
First change that takes place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move. So when we said that the revolution would not be televised, we were saying that, like, the thing that's going to change people is something that no one will ever be able to capture on film.
They have a message about bullshit A and why not peace B. Bullshit A and why not peace B. Bullshit A and why not peace B.
If you wish to make changes, then unify and make them.
Every time they look over their shoulder, we want them to see us.
Let us use that power. Let us all unite.
When the people lead, the leaders will follow. So lead the way. Take your power back. Work together. Form new partnerships in a positive and constructive and loving way. And let those people know that you recognize they are only acting out of the fear they have inherited from all of you. You are creating a dogma for yourself.
And it gets very superstitious as well. Suddenly everything in the world is a product of this Illuminati-derived New World Order elite.
And you are religiously following. This really is simple physics and simple mechanics. There is nothing mysterious about this idea. If you recognize the actual relationship that exists between you, then live as if it is so. Some of the habits of your society are so ingrained within you that you talk about them as if they are the foundations of the laws of the universe and can't be changed. Nothing is set in steel. Nothing. You are basing your present experience and your future experience on your past.
You don't see.
Why?
As you should see.
You are saying just because this is the way it has been, then this is the way it must be. Why?
You don't see.
Why?
As you should see.
Words are inert. They're just symbols. They're dead.
No situation and no circumstance actually has built-in meaning. What we mean by that is this.
New World Order is not an elite group. It's a tendency that's continually generated for monopolistic domination.
Because the barriers will not dissolve until you act as if you know they don't apply to you. You follow me?
This can be simply removed if people are a little bit more intelligent how to be mothers, how to be fathers, how to be teachers.
Educate them as you educate yourself. Teach them there is no such thing as lack, that there is enough for everyone, so they will not have to operate out of fear. Teach them that change can be positive. Teach them, educate them that it can be a very positive, expanding, constructive thing for everyone. If you know these things to be true, do not sit back. Be those people.
If you want to be a truth seeker, pick up a book on physics. You have to actually understand the physical world on some level. You don't have a basic understanding of biology, evolution, physics. You're not even remotely related to truth on any particular level. You don't even know what comprises you, what made you, and how you're interconnected.
You see, in atomic physics, we never end up with any things at all. The essential nature of matter lies not in objects, but in interconnections.
What we have
is something called consensus reality. Consensus reality is very simply everyone has agreed that something is true, even if it isn't. And so you have agreed that it's true. So everyone knows that you have to pay your fines, you have to pay your tickets. Everyone knows you have to pay your income taxes. We know that. That's the law. But in point of fact, there is no law. It's a consensus, and now that's the reality.
You are not enough because you can be more.
We wake up, we clean up, and we stand up.
What we need to be doing is we need to unite. We need to come together with a very common focused purpose, not rioting, not killing. None of that has to happen at all. It's a question of just restating we want change, and whatever it takes to do that, you do it. We can make this thing change right away. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want?
It's tremendously important.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
You are not fighting against people, but against a machine. It was put in place over 500 years ago. Those people are dead, but their program lives on. They invented an operating system called central currency. Also invented software for that operating system. It was called the chartered monopoly. Today we call it the corporation. It is a program designed to extract value. It is incompatible with the 21st century economy. It is broken and dying, but it is still occupying our reality. If you can occupy Zuccotti Park, the rest of us can occupy reality. The long extraction is over.
You are ready to die, 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 die.
When a criminal starts misusing me, I am going to use whatever is necessary to get that criminal off my back.
I'm gonna die demanding truth.
This is a war.
If there's any choice I've got, kill me here on the spot.
We are soldiers.
Making peace just to live alive.
Death can come for us. At any time, in any place. There is only one way to save us.
And so we've reached a point now where we really are at this fork in the road. We can go one way or we can go another, but we have to make a choice between the two, and we have to make it now. One way will take us in to a global fascist dictatorship, an Orwellian state, well within the next 10 years. When what we say, what we do, where we go, will be controlled, monitored, and imposed by a police state in every country. We're seeing it unfold by the day. The other choice is that we stop shaking in our shells or shaking in our boots. Stop keeping our heads down because we think it's easier that way. And we start to know thyself. We start to understand the full, extraordinary magnitude and genius that we really are. When you sweep away, delete the programming that has put us in the state that humanity has become. And when you reach that level, you stop taking this nonsense seriously. And when you stop doing that, it stops being intimidating to you. We're told, American word you hear so often, we're told you must comply Compliance, that's what it is. The police state you must comply. You must not incite discord, you must comply. Well, I have this thing, I call it the non-comply dance, you know. And that is when you start to beat to this different drum and you don't comply. You don't comply with your own enslavement. You don't comply with your own servitude. And we stop building and acquiescing to the building of our own prison. Comply! No. Do what we say! No. Your house is foreclosed! Leave! No. Hundreds of thousands of people in America, I was there for 2 months recently, hundreds of thousands of people every month are losing their homes. Now, hold on a second here. Let me just follow this round just a little bit. They're losing their homes because they've lost their jobs. They've lost their jobs because of what the banks have done. But now, because they've lost their jobs because of what the banks have done, they can't pay their mortgage to the banks, and so the banks come along and take their home when the banks have caused the problem in the first place. And hundreds of thousands of people in America are leaving their foreclosed homes every month. Why? Stay there. Refuse to leave. Then say to the system, okay, deal with that, darlings. Hundreds of thousands of people every month. You've got to come and take them out of there. Well, we can't. Of course you haven't. It's only possible for this nonsense, this grotesque injustice to happen because people acquiesce. Oh, well, we better leave. Non-compliance. Ooh, I'm inciting discord. Good. If we really look in the mirror and see the true reflection of ourselves, this system will collapse. As Martin Luther King said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. We are at that time of challenge and controversy. Where do we stand? Comply or non-compliance?